Hey everyone and welcome back to the training world. Now, during last week I made a poll asking if you guys thought that deleting my world and starting fresh would have been a good idea. And honestly, I didn't receive any votes for it. However, what I've done is not reset my world. You see, I've actually done so much work in this world, even though most of you probably haven't seen it in my videos. Yeah, sorry about that. But to be fair, the only reason why I wanted to reset the world is because I didn't know how to do the storage. Until I remembered these storage vaults. Yeah, I completely forgot about the Create Connected mod that I had. So, yeah. And I finally figured out how these Robo B ports work from mobile packages. So today what I'm going to be doing, the first thing I'll be doing is revamping this room or moving it around somewhat. Because you see, this room was where all the smelting and all that happened in here. The creation of andesite, brass, and all that. So what I'll be doing is redesigning this room and moving some of it out into here after removing the ceiling. So I'll get to work with that now. Okay, after looking, I think the first resource I'll automate in the new area will be andesite. So take a copy of that from the basin, so that I don't have to go about gathering, redundant resources for that. And since andesite is fairly simple to set up, just need to, let me think for a minute, oh, I know. Place that there. Here I'll be keeping all these in the floor, so it will make it easier for all of them to come back to these belts in the future. Okay, here are where things get a bit complicated. You see, I need the packages to be unpackaged, and that's only done within a packager, so I'm gonna have to do some trickery around here. So first things first, a brass funnel. Copied with this, of course. I'll get a regular chute here, so you can go into the system and out there. Next, I'm thinking I'm gonna grab 2 iron bolts, 2 brass funnels. That won't work. I don't like that anyway. So I'm gonna have to get myself some depots. There. Do that. I also need to create some more Robo Bees because just having 2 flying around doing everything is going to take forever. So I'll get to that after fixing this whole thing up. Probably even expand on this andesite mixer. Probably have a few more. But yeah, as you can see, they don't unpack the cardboard packages, but then again, need to do frog ports, so there's that. Copying these settings, the with the right click, and applying them with the left click is always confusing because I do right click more than not, so and there's that. Actually, I noticed a bit of an opportunity here, so basin, fill that basin here. Copy these settings. Aha! There we go. And that's my fault for not knowing about all these. Alright, here we are. 5 more Robo Bees ready to work. So they'll just fly around gathering the resources. I have a huge swarm at the end of the day, but just one extra tiny little caveat from what I'm doing. Even though they're heading into their respective vaults, they're ultimately going to be moved into this vault here, which in turn will be taken to the wood facility in the future. This is what this vault is for, so and that's just a bit of future proofing for the future. Now I should put a display board on here to tell me exactly how many of each alloy ingots I have in here. That, and there's a bit of a issue with Jade not updating anything. I mean, you can see the... hang on a second. Yeah, you can see the ingots going into this brass funnel, and yet this isn't changing at all, so not sure if it's a glitch with Jade or not. So, and let this run until it says that it has 100 stacks. See if the bees will stop transporting after that. And numbers are going down slowly. Back up again. Alright! We've reached 100 stacks, we're going over 100 stacks as you can see here. And the bees still sort of moving around, but probably doing different things. There are no open promises to... Wait, no. What they're doing is going around, collecting the excess and putting it in. So, once that's done, they'll move on to the other jobs. Any other jobs that are around. I'll quickly go up and double check the outputs, see if they're actually empty. Yeah, those ones are empty for their andesite. For the nuggets, work. Fair bit there. Well, access andesite for the mixers, but I'm not complaining. Right now the bees are moving andesite alloy from storage to the export solo, so that these items can be sent off to the wood facility. Hopefully a robo bee starts bringing seeds here, otherwise I'm in big trouble if the system shuts down. Brass, which, like here, I'll be doing 4 basins to mix, so first things first. Find a good location. Actually, I could set them up right here. Okay, perfect. Brass is being made along with a few other items, like brass nuggets, no, copper nuggets and nuggets of experience, but all in all, the brass ingots are being made. Whether they're going into the system, hang on a minute, that's right, those read stacks, so there's not 64 in there yet. Okay, so I can wait a bit. Because nuggets aren't, well, nuggets of experience are technically classed as nuggets, I don't need this here, so disassemble it for the parts to be used elsewhere. Okay, this is weird. This is only registering 2 in there, but I've created more than just 2, so once they're instantly being transferred to here, which I think is the case. Okay then, that's fine. That's fine. That just means that the system is working. I just forgot about the secondary output. Alright, after fixing the fermented problem that I had and checking on the brass production, it seems to be going good. 34 ingots so far. I'm thinking of extending it once more, but no, I don't want to strain out the pipeline too much. That, and I don't want to be lazy and use a schematic cannon, but, well, even getting the resources for that is, I think, a bit too much for me at this current moment. At least I've got 2 production facilities up and running. And after a bit of time and work, I have successfully multiplied these mixers into secondary mixers. So that if any of these levels drop below 100, this one will over 100 for some reason, well, these will be able to catch up in an instant. Next, I am going to do the blasting, but not just for raw zinc and copper, but also for gold and iron. So I'll just quickly put some of those and put them on here. Alright, here are the processes that I'm going to set up. So I'm going to need 4 blasting stations. So let's see. 4 blasting stations with 2 blasters each. So grab the old blasters from this area. Which is only 3, but should build a couple more. catalysts in order to get some more blasting catalysts. Alright, the setup is ugly, but it works. And as we can see, the Robo Bees are bringing in zinc nuggets to be blasted into zinc ingots, which are instantly put into the chute and put onto the system. And on the other side of the same system, we have, not at the moment, but copper will be going into that side. Just a minute. Just need to see if I got this right. That's alright. That's in blast 2, which this is. Interesting. There doesn't seem to be any copper being sent into blast 2 yet, anyway. So yeah, that's right. So probably wait until. Actually, I do have one more station to set up. It's a wash station, and I'll show you why in just a second. In my original setup, I had my zinc nuggets be created through a automatic crafter by using a single zinc ingot. However, I found out that I could get the same amount of nuggets from washing crushed raw zinc with a small chance of getting gunpowder. So I'll be doing that over here before setting up. Actually, I'll reserve this spot just for the nuggets and, well, the ingots and nuggets here, and in the previous room I'll have them create the andesite. So yeah, I'll be doing that.